Good morning, gang. Today is Monday, September 28th, and I hope you're doing absolutely fantastic on this Monday morning as we kick off week 4. Check it out. Hey, speaking of week 4, next week we're going to have our first couple of rounds of assessments. We've got a vocab quiz coming up next week, and we also have our Unit 1 assessment coming up next week. We're going to talk more about that in class this week for those of you in person who will be here. Those of you who are distance learning, you're going to get a special little shout out just for me, just to you. But just kind of a heads up that next week, A cohort, Monday and Tuesday, you've got a test. B cohort, Thursday and Friday, you've got a test. Distance learning cohort, your test will be in your pickup bag on Wednesday. Now, here's the deal. We've been spending a lot of time so far looking at our map skills so we can keep the demons away, which is super important. I've got some bad news for y'all. Your map skills are on point. That's great. What's not on point, however, is your maps. That is because all maps lie. That is right. All maps lie. That's because of something called map distortion. See what I did here? It's all distorted. Yeah. Anyway, basically what we've got is this. The world is three-dimensional. It's like a globe. It's round. It's spherical. It is not flat. But when you go to take that round, spherical, three-dimensional globe and you try and flatten it out, you gotta distort it a little bit. You gotta stretch it, pull it, bend it, break it a little bit. If you're not sure what I'm talking about, you will by the end of the day today. Otherwise, if you've got an orange handy, you know, the kind that you eat, try and peel it. Try and take that orange peel and try and lay it flat on your desk and see if you can do it. You can't do it. You can't do it without destroying it. If you can, you've just like bent the laws of physics and we've got bigger issues on our hands, which I guess is kind of fitting for 2020. Anyway, so here's what's going to happen today. You're going to learn a little bit about how all maps lie, right? Because you're going to go from this round three-dimensional thing, which is also a little unwieldy and tough to stick in your pocket, and how you go to this like flat two-dimensional thing, and how distortion happens, even though this is also kind of hard to stick in your pocket. I digress. So here's the deal. Today, you are going to review a few slides. It's like 3 of them. Just jot down a few notes on the back of your daily checks sheet. Just taking a few notes, jotting them down on the back. Then there's an ed puzzle. Yeah, I know you had an ed puzzle on Friday. You got another one today. It's all about map distortion and how maps lie. Once you finish up that ed puzzle and you have satisfied the fact that all maps lie due to map distortion, you're going to take this little handout right here. It's got 6 different types of thematic maps on it, and there is a little set of slides. And I just want you to review the slides and then just jot down some notes in this space right here on the various map types. Because even though all maps lie due to map distortion, maps are still pretty useful things. It's just important that you know that they're lying to you so that you can compensate for those lies and that you can overcome those lies. And then once you've finished that and you've taken a few notes on that, I want you to attempt learning target 11 on your daily check sheet. Now that you've got your map skills under your belt, and now that you've got a little bit on the various types of thematic maps, you're going to finish up learning target 11 on your daily check sheet. You will need some maps for that. They are linked in Google Classroom. There's 5 or 6 different types of maps of Africa that you will need for that. But again, it's all linked in Google Classroom. And that's really kind of your goal for the day. And then once you finish all of those tasks, so that's again, it is to review slides 59 through 61, they're linked. That is to complete your ed puzzle on map distortion, and then to take a few notes on thematic maps. Those things will be pretty quick. I know it sounds like a lot, but they'll be pretty quick. And then learning target daily checks number 11. Once you've finished up all of that, don't forget to answer the question for the day, which is when you will explain to me why all maps lie. And that's it for today. That's all you've got. If there's anything that you need from me, or if there's anything that I can do to help you out, please let me know. Shoot me an email, send me a message, whatever the case may be. That's all I've got. I hope you're doing well. Remember, be bold, be kind, and make good choices. See ya.